Starting off turn 75. We are 3/4 of the way through. We've got 25 turns left to clear the rest of the map. So it's going to be super close. I know it looks like it probably won't happen, but believe it or not, we're actually not that far off. Yeah, I think there's still a chance. So these idiots did decide to attack, so canceled all of our stuff. We'll have to redo that. And that should be faction destroyed. Oh, they still... Are you kidding me? They have another army somewhere. All right, shouldn't slow us down too much. We can still get our recruitment here. So we'll get our two play claws. We'll get that. And then I think that's enough movement speed to take Black Rock still. And then down here at Byless Cliffs, we're going to have to declare war. Yeah, we can't do much about it. So it's going to give us this... I wonder... Okay, so declaring war while having a treaty. Because we recently broke the trade agreement with them 7 turns ago. I wonder, what if we join somebody else's war to do it? I don't know if it's going to hit us. So we're at low reliability because we confederated somebody recently. So we're already kind of hit there, but let's see if we can join this guy's war. It was, which one? Decadent Host? Yeah, Decadent Host, Warriors of Chaos, and they have all these vassals and stuff. Okay, so if we do this, it doesn't say anything about breaking treaties or any of that. And they'll pay us 12 grand for it. Yes, please. Very low reliability. Okay, so you can't get around it. That's okay. We got paid for it anyways. Yeah, we were just going to declare war straight up, so I'd rather get paid for it. So this should be probably an auto-resolve. Yeah, 7. And do we have room to sack? We do. So auto-resolve. We'll sack it. Oh, wow, it's not worth anything, though. But anyways, there's the opening salvo of that war, and that got rid of one of our undercities, but we did get another settlement. And up here in the north, why don't we do a little bit of scouting? So there's nothing in these 2 settlements, in these 3 settlements actually. So I don't know where their armies are. I'm assuming they're fighting another war, which is good news for us. Let's see, all the way up to here, Twisted Towers. There is an army though. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this. Not a particularly scary army. Yeah, not at all. So we should be fine. I think up here in the north, it's just going to be free fall. They're going to have nothing that can really slow us down. So we should be good there. So that's it for the northern war. That just yeah, this is going to be kind of slow. We might need to bring another army along. When we get over here, it kind of widens out a little bit. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not actually. It's still, it widens, but it's because there's a mountain. So we can have one go north, one go south, and then we should probably still be okay. Once we get to this center part, we're going to have multiple armies to help though. But my hope is that these guys can clear out fast enough to get there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to try. Because right here we have 3 armies, and we don't need 3 armies to do this. So maybe we'll run one army up the border of the map and just start taking stuff ahead a little bit. No, because we don't want to do multiple wars. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure how we'll do that. And then also, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but I hired a colonizer. It's just one of these tier 1 lords that we confederated. So I don't care if these guys die. I'm just going to come over here and try to settle as many of these as we can. They're starting to fill them in, but if we can get these 3 for free, that'd be good. There's a couple down here, but they're, like I said, they're starting to fill these in. Like this one got colonized last turn, and then these 2 will probably get colonized soon. But I think we can snag at least a couple of these, and then we'll have a launching off point if we want to go to war with these guys. We can start another army right here, and then start taking from this side, as well as pushing in from here. So we'll see. But anyways, let's go to our other wars here. We need to deal with stuff in the south. This guy was a hoarder. Oh yeah, let's put him back up so we can get him in that one army. I did start another army here. So they're going to be Doom Wheel armies. Just because the other one we have is so effective and they're very inexpensive. So I would like to get multiples of those. And then over here with Strat, should be able to reach. And we have plenty of room to sack. So let's get in there and fight it. Yeah, they've got their leftovers. Pyrrhic victory, there's obviously no way we're going to accept that. This is a regular battle? No, it's a settlement battle, so it should be even easier. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, there we go. Got it. And we healed up more than we... Yeah, so we basically got it for free, and they helped us heal. Let's go ahead and sack it for 13 grand. Nice. We got our item for better sacking. Sorry, our personality trait. And this one we will definitely auto-resolve. So this one we could take it tier 5. Probably worth it. It's so far out of the way. And faction destroyed. There we go. To destroy this one, we got to take 2 settlements. So Tor Elasor and Tower of Stars. Oh wow, there's a lot of these portal things. Where the heck do these go? Right, they go all over the place. That's fine. We can maybe use those later. Actually, can we use these? Sometimes they don't even let you. Your faction is unable to use this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. We can use this one though. And this one takes us all the way back to our original home area. That probably would have been a better idea after the first few turns. Just send like one army down here to cause some problems. Start taking some stuff down here. Yeah, that might have been good. And then this is likely where we'll send Strat. We'll send him down here and start cleaning up along this bottom area. Yep, we'll have 2 scouts to help keep an eye out ahead, and then this other army that's lagging behind. Oh, wait a second. You're behind us. I did not see that. These guys are so freaking annoying, man. Swear to God. I've killed so many of these things trying to go down south, and then it's like I have to, every 2 seconds, I have to turn around and stop. Okay, hopefully they attack this army, because this army is well equipped to deal with what they have. They have a lot of flying stuff and a lot of archers. Our archers are better. They're not better, but yeah, we can get on them better than they can get on us. But if they do decide to go north, then we're going to have to build an emergency army right here. Moving on to Snikt, we cannot take anything this turn. We can't reach. But we can do an ambush and maybe bait them in. So hopefully they try and go south and attack, and then we'll wipe them out. Next turn, we'll take Riff Rafa and that army out. These guys are still not moving at all. So I'm assuming they're just going to defend this. I think this is part of the final objective. We go to victory conditions. Not actually. No, yeah, Zarkazil, whatever. Yep, this one. Zarakzil. It's that one. Okay, so maybe that's why they're doing that. Maybe that's not a bug. Maybe they're supposed to do that so that you have a hard time getting to it. Looking at the Far West Wars. So this army needs a little bit of time to recover. So we'll probably move up in, let's see, probably in camp stance so that we can recruit. We can't reach this anyways, so that'll work out just fine. So we'll go in camp stance. Oh my god, that doesn't give us any movement speed. Okay, well that's fine. So we lost a few of our ranged troops, but I think it's these guys, slingers and stuff. I think it actually would be better if we recruited some better firepower, and then we obviously need to get plague priests in here, but I think these will help out in the meantime. So probably a couple of these, couple flamethrowers. Do we want to use up all of our stuff though? Probably not, actually. Let's go with maybe just a couple flamethrowers, and then we'll fill out the front with some of these. Yeah, just some throwaway slaves. I think that'll work. All right, we got 2 more armies down here to move. Where are you? Yeah, this one will need to attack Isles of the Crimson Skull. Let's do this one first though. Set some items up here. So there's an army, and there's a settlement with a little bit of a garrison. Not a big one, but a little bit. So I think what we'll have to do here is ambush this guy. Hopefully we can fight them separate. Did not get the ambush. Let's try it again. It doesn't use up that much movement speed because they're really close. There we go. We got the ambush. It's still giving us a valiant defeat, but I don't think that's accurate. I think we'll be fine. Let's take 2 more, maybe 3 more minutes below. 2. I don't even know if we'll have time to use all this. And then we'll get in there. Oh, we got completely screwed by the map. So the place we want to be is back here at the back end, so we can take out the hordes of cavalry that they have. The problem is we have no room, so it won't let us deploy back here because it's the edge of the map. Kind of screwed over here too. Like I can't put troops anywhere but in the trees over here, and that's not going to work. And if you put them right here, it's too far back. So I think we just have to bite the bullet. Take them side on, which is like the worst case scenario. If you're doing an ambush, you want to take them head on so that you take, you know, 1 unit at a time. Here, like this, now they all move in all at the same time. It's not ideal, but we'll have to make it work. So here's the game plan. Let's get these guys grouped up, and so that they can at least get a volley off. And let's make sure that the trees don't block us at all. Yep. So we'll get a full volley off right off the bat. These guys will help defend. These guys will help defend, and then we're going to get an advanced deployment of these guys, I think. Or maybe we keep them back here and just checkerboard. That actually might not be a bad idea. So if we checkerboard them a little bit, we'll get a little more use out of them. Fully expect these guys to die, most of them anyways, so I'm totally fine with that. And then we'll use some summons to delay, and we'll use these guys most likely to go after the Lord. I know last time I kind of struggled to take her out. So anyways, that's what we're doing. Hopefully we can make it work. All right, let's get a good volley. Come on, boys. There we go. Not a bad first volley. Hit like 4 units. They're gonna take a while to get up here actually, so why don't we get our front line. We can get some support up here from these guys. Yeah, they're just gonna immediately get hit. Let's fall back just a little bit, and then we'll put them back up front. Yeah, I can't do anything about the chariots. Okay, archers should take out most of that. Oh, that guy's fast. Okay, let's get these guys back, and then what we want to try to do is delay these as long as we can. Oh, crap. They're hitting hard. Okay, can we get in there and deal with this guy? Okay, we've dealt with most of their cab, actually. This is good. Yeah, this is really good. These guys need to move up. Okay, these guys are being attacked. It is what it is. We need to stuff the front line as best we can. So these guys are going to go away soon. Let's replace them. Yeah, unfortunately they're going to get behind us. Okay, we're hitting the Lord pretty hard actually. He's already half health. So that's a good news. We got another menace below coming up soon. That's going to help a lot. We need to relieve some pressure here because I don't want them to get to our back line. So I'm going to summon them and then we'll pull these guys back. Let's get our main Lord to help summon and then go attack this. That's fine. Okay, sweet. These guys are taking over while these guys run. That's fine. Yeah, this is looking really good. They don't have that much left. They are getting to our back line, but they don't have much left. So they just took out one of our frontliners, but I don't think he died. I think he just ran. Yeah, I think he fled the field. So anyways, we got it. We need to kill as many of these as we can because I don't want to fight this again. So let's try and target maybe one big unit at a time. Let's get a menace below here to help, and then we'll turn everybody's firing off in a sec, and then we'll run them down. So let me finish this up. Here we go. We got a close victory out of it, and yeah, this guy just got off the field. He didn't die, so that's good. Took out the Lord. That's big news, and then we should be able to clean up the rest here. We could use a scalm on this guy, or I think he actually has the passive healing item anyways. So on the siege that we'll do right after this, we should be able to get him back to full health. So there you have it. Wiped him out mostly. Oh man, I don't want to chase that far, dude. Do we have movement speed? We may not have movement speed for both. I guess the good thing is if we don't attack him this turn, they won't really have any room to go anywhere. They're gonna have to go. I guess they can squeeze up this way, but he's gonna run into 2 armies. Like this army will be ahead. This army's way ahead. If he goes this way, yeah, we could actually go that way too, I guess, depending on which way. Okay, well, should be screwed. Let's just take the settlement first. And if freaking took one of our units, man. That's so annoying. Took one of our plague claws. Now, one thing I've noticed, if they take your units, if you just ignore those units, you're getting back at the end of the turn. So like there's plague claw catapults right here. We didn't touch them, and we got them to army loss before they actually got in. If we waited a little bit and they would have gotten some shots off, maybe, or we could have menaced below to take them out, but I think it's better just to leave them and then get them back at the end of the turn. So yeah, you can see these guys are untouched, and they'll just go right back into our army instead. So there you go. We'll take that. And then, yeah, we don't really have enough movement speed to do everything. So, actually, do we? I feel like we just got movement speed. What the heck? Yeah, it seemed like we didn't have enough movement speed to do this, and now that we sacked it, it pushed us back for free, and then now we do, maybe. Probably don't still. Let me try and do some math on this. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough movement speed. So when you move through the woods, it takes a massive amount from you. So we'll just take the settlement. We could maybe take it up here. See, yeah, we can go down to 60% and we're still okay. So let's take this one at level 5, and then we'll deal with this guy later. Next, a little further south, this is the last of the settlements that they have. This is not part of this island, but or this continent, but yeah, it's a little island over here. So we'll take this out. Should be pretty straightforward. It's 18, so we're probably not going to auto-resolve. We might be able to. Oh, dude, they stole another freaking unit, man. That's got to be one of the most annoying and frustrating mechanics in this game. I really don't like that. I mean, it's a tier 1 unit, who cares, but still super annoying. Anyways, let's go ahead and put some stuff. So we want scurrying, charge damage, movement speed, and then I don't really care who gets this one, but let's make sure it's not on one of the ones that they stole. We got the win. Our assassin got caught in the back, almost got killed, but he made it. We'll take the settlement. So this one we should have room to sack and everything as well. Just fight again. Yep. Auto resolve that. Yep. No big deal. No losses. And then this one could go up to tier 5, but it's going to drop us down. So I think we'll just take a regular tier 1. We'll upgrade it later. So there we go. That's it for this war. We took 2 settlements this turn. And then we'll set up to take another maybe... Yeah, we should be able to take 1 next turn and then take these. It's going to take a little while to get up there. Yeah, this place sucks to move around in, but we'll get it. Let's keep working on this Bone Ratless war. How many settlements do they have left anyways? 16, so they're cut in half in like 2 or 3 turns. That was very fast. Up here in the north, we need to fight this off because we don't have a garrison, and I don't want to have to hire another army to do that. So we'll just handle it ourselves. And this guy needs to head south. It's going to take him a little bit to catch up. Where do we want him to go? Probably over on this side, I'm thinking. You know, I just realized I kind of accounted for this, but I don't think it's a good plan. I think we need to start this war sooner, actually. So I'm gonna bring this guy back up here. Altar spawns. We'll start off taking that first. And we'll probably want somebody to go down the southern route as well. Actually, we might need 3 because it's 1, 2, and 3. Can we afford to pull an army off? I don't think so. I think maybe we take Norden, sail across the water, take Bay of Blades, and then that way we can help over here just a little bit. But why don't we do that? Let's go. We'll go on the water so we don't get any. Not that I particularly care, but so we don't get any diplomatic penalties. So yeah, this guy Salzamund will attack this soon. I think he might have another settlement over here, but we'll have more armies to deal with that. I think so it should probably be okay. Got another settlement here, Brass Keep. Post victory. It's fine. We'll have time to heal. We don't have anything else to do here for a little bit. This one as well, we can take it up to tier 5, but we're just going to have to do regular. We don't have enough money or food. We're starting to run out. Yeah, see, we're surrounded by Empire right here. So we'll have to head south to take a settlement. Probably be okay. All right, what are we doing here? Kapellberg. I think we leave this, or this guy. He can handle these. We need to curl back in and start working on this, and he's just barely short. That is so frustrating, man. It happens so many times. Look at that. And why is he going up this way? It's pretty much touching right here, but he doesn't want to go that route. Okay, so I can't do that. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take this guy out. Just wipe this guy out. I think that's a faction destroyed. Yeah, faction destroyed. So we don't have to worry about him roaming our back. And then we can take Krugenheim next and then come back. So we'll take this one with this guy. We'll take the other ones with different armies. We're not going to be able to... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get replenishment this turn. But it's okay. These guys will heal if we put Skalms on them. And looking at here in the center, they've got 3 full stacks. Some of them with a wah. Well, this one's not a full stack, but it will be soon. It's probably got more back here. Actually, let's use our Packmaster. Okay, so that's all they have then. And this guy foolishly is staying in Force March. So we could probably wipe him out. This guy's in a garrison, so that's going to be a tough fight if it's him plus a wah plus a garrison. I think we can wipe this one out and get back. This is a weapons team, so these guys are very, very strong. So we might have to slow down our conquest here in the center while we clear out all these armies coming in. Okay, let's go wipe this out. I think we'll have to auto-resolve if it gives it to us. Ambush. Wait, why is it only this one? I thought he had a wall on this. Does the wall not come if you get him in marching stance? Did I remember it wrong? Either way, we want to probably auto-resolve this just so we don't have to chase because we don't have time. We don't have time to do that here. So there's an army wiped out. I did not know they had an army right there. Oh, crap. Okay, we need to probably get back and set up an ambush here if we can. Yeah, we can. Okay, let's do that. And then that should eat up one army. And then if they decide to attack a second time, then we'll just have to deal with it. Let me get rid of these items until end of turn because we have a few more fights a few more big fights that we have to deal with, and then we can get ready for end of turn. So we're actually very thin here in the center. This might be bad. It also might be a good opportunity to quickly sweep up the rest. And then if we can somehow manage to defend this with just these two armies, then that could be a good thing, I guess. So this guy's heading south to attack. He'll have to defend. What will probably happen is they'll send one army. Oh, can this guy reach? Shoot, that's actually really bad. We'll probably wipe out one army, and then they'll most likely stack two armies to try and fight. And then what we'll have to do is just retreat and then fight somewhere else back here. Think about that. I think that's what we'll probably have to do, and it's okay. If we end up retreating from a battle and then maybe losing a settlement and then taking it back in a later turn, but we pick up an extra 3 or 4 settlements back here, that means they won't be able to replenish after we take these out. So I think it's a fair trade, possibly. We'll see. Let's go ahead and take Karak Ungor. This one is very lightly defended, so we'll just auto-resolve that. Go, sack, and loot. And they lost another one. And this one's a gold mine too, so that's painful. Let's take Hazid Irkulaz next. Should be a pretty easy one, but I think, yeah, we have to fight this one manually. Otherwise, we're going to lose some troops. Here we go, another one down. So very few losses. We actually healed up our main guy, our hero. Take that. We can get this one at 5 without going into the yellow. So let's do that. Oh, no, it pushed us in the yellow. It lied to us. Right at 60%. We've got a couple easy ones back here. Let's just auto-resolve these quickly. So Fallen King Mountain, I think, is where we're going. And then this guy will probably pull up and jump, because there's nothing in here. So this is the easier route. We have room to stack. We do. Easy auto-resolve. It's Fallen King Mountain. And we won't be able to jump from here. It's too thick. But if we go to Mount Gunbad, we should have... Yep. So we actually won't take attrition from here. Yeah, so this is fine. We'll jump from here. Easily we'll make that. And then we'll take Grom Peak in 2 turns. We got we were just short of being able to take, what is it, Nashrak's Lair. So this guy will take it next turn, and then yeah, this guy will jump. This guy will jump. We'll take that in 2 turns. We'll probably start to move this one over. Get ready for this, and then I think once we kind of clear this area and get a few people down here, we should probably. Oh, he took it actually. Perfect. Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to take that or not. So it was the vampire. Now, Sylvania, they've got maybe 1 settlement left, unless they took one over here. I don't think they did, though. He is threatening to take this. I think he's actually going to get there before we do, but if he does take it, we'll be able to wipe him out anyways, and that'll actually weaken his army. So it actually would be good if he took it. And then we'll start scouting down here, and then we'll get some vision right here, and then, yep, that's perfect. We can tunnel. We'll be in range of at least one of these. Oakenhammer will take picked, and then Zufbar will be next. Rum Peak we've already got. So we've got plans to take 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will be next. This one, yeah. So we should be able to take all these, no problem. The only issue is this right here in the center. It's not really that big of an issue, but it is technically an issue. So we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I think we can wrap that up, and then we'll very quickly move into the Empire War, wipe them out. And I think we're good. Let me see if I missed. I think I missed a few other people. Oh, down here. This isn't against those guys, but we should definitely be taking this. So, Karak Izor, they have 14. Yeah, it's not a big garrison. Should we auto-resolve this? Let me see what it's going to give us. Close victory with no losses. Yeah, I might take that, actually, because there's not much we're going to fight next turn, I don't think. Yeah, maybe we should. Because we could probably start working on the Dark Elves. Or no, these are the regular elves, right? High Elves? Wood Elves? We could start working on the Wood Elves. I freaking hate fighting these guys, though. Especially with this kind of army. I'd rather have the weapons team army against the Elves. Or just let Snikch do it. He can just solo the whole thing himself. That might be an option as well. There you go. With items, it actually gives us a decisive auto-resolve. So we'll definitely take that. And we can sack it. That dude's dead. And we cannot take this at 5, right? Yeah, it's going to push us down. So let's just loot and occupy, stay in the green. So we don't have to pay a lot for these upgrades. All right, this one actually has... Oh, interesting. It's got a tier 2 upgrade. So global recruitment, local recruitment, and then recruit rank for all the weapons teams, and then upkeep for all the weapons teams. That'll help. It's only 5%, so it's not going to make a big difference. It's like 3 armies worth, but you know, it all adds up. So we'll do that. Down here in the south, we've got 3 full stacks coming our way from the lizards. They've got already 3 full stacks here, and then several more over here. Kairig or good 3 more. I gotta keep an eye out, make sure they're not sneaking something past. So it doesn't look like it. We should be secure on this side. We've got these 2, and then we've got another one going. But we'll get another set of these rats. Yeah, another doom stack. We need more. We need more armies down here. Actually, I would really love to have full-on weapons team. This one's not quite. It's close, but it's not quite. We need actually, can we get them? No, we can't get it. I was gonna see if we can get. No, can't do it there either. We need the snipers. We need a tier 4 though. Yeah, Ward Black Giselle. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to take Mahrak. Probably not, because then we're gonna get dogpiled by a bunch of people. We might still be able to handle it, but so like if we attack this guy's gonna reinforce, this guy's gonna reinforce. They have a full stack in there already, and oh, you know what? Is this a walled settlement? Because if that's the case, we might actually be able to do it, and we'd be able to wipe all these guys out. That might be an interesting one then. These guys are still kind of low level, unfortunately. So we would have to rely on our rats. And they do a lot of damage, but the problem there is they're quite vulnerable. Even with their heal, if we have to take on like 3 armies worth, it may not be enough. Do we have plague? We don't even have plague. Okay, so this is not a good army for this. I could replace him, actually. I could do that. Let me think through this, because I do actually want to take this turn if we can. I don't want to get stuck here. We need to move. And these guys are just so strong. If we could start whittling them down right now, it would help a lot. So we are going to attack. I went ahead and swapped out the Lord. So we've got a Warlock. He's a level 21. And we've got some damage spells with him. I also loaded him up with a bunch of shields. Same thing with this guy. This is our highest level Packmaster. So he hits pretty hard. And he's very, very fast. So we're going to try to utilize these 2, I think, to try and kite and just do a little bit of damage here and there. It'll also take a few minutes below. I have no idea how long this is going to take, but I suspect it's going to be a while. So let's get in there. So they've got an army coming in here. I don't think it's going to be the full army at once because there's a lot of units already there. But they'll go up to the full two full stacks. So they'll let out a few units here. This guy's coming later, actually. So this is a solo lord, and then that's like a full stack. So normally we would sit here and beat on them, but I don't think we want to do that here because they have a lot of unbreakable units and units that can tear our guys apart. These guys are really bad in melee. They're good at charging, but not so good in prolonged melee. So let me fix... Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of organizing here, and then we'll come back and talk about how we're going to progress. So here we go. We've got our 2 main damage dealers up here that have the big shields. These guys have shields, but they're not particularly strong, and they're also really slow because they're on foot. So I'm going to put these guys behind the main line, and then we've got a very tight, compact formation of the rats. And the reason we're doing this is because we mostly just want to run through people and try to find units that are broken up, and then we'll charge them down. When we try to go and capture stuff in the city, we need to have all these guys, like normally your formation's spread out when you have big units like this, so we wanted to be tight so that we can get on the capture point and move on quickly. So that's the main reason we're doing that. But anyways, we got a bit of work to do here, so let's get going. Yeah, a little over a minute, and then we'll start fighting. They do have artillery, so my guess is they'll start shooting us. We just need to burn through some of their ammo. I see some flying units too, so yep, there you go. I don't know how we're going to do with that because we don't have anything that targets air units. But anyways, they're coming in. 10 seconds. All right, let's see what and how many units we got here. I see at least 1. Oh my god, okay, there's a lot. This guy is actually being abandoned, so we'll charge him. Just going to run straight through. Run, little rat, run. So we're gonna basically just go in circles and charge when we can. And if we can get them to shoot at us and friendly fire, that'd be even better. But this is gonna take, I suspect, kind of a long time. Especially with those unbreakable units. Those guys are really annoying. Usually you can get them to break if you charge them a bunch of times, but we'll have to deal with a lot of problems here. So actually, let's take a look at that lord. Can you not walk through their formation? So this guy's slow, but he hits for what, 800, 900? So kind of a lot. Let's go ahead and get these guys to group. Maybe split their groups a little bit, and then we'll come back to this guy. And then we can also get this guy to leave him alone so we can get a few more casualties in here. And then we'll go back and charge him. There we go. So I'm going to do this for a little while. We'll come back when we got something more interesting to look at. So essentially what I'm doing here is trying to use one to bait them away from the weak unit. And then we charge them with whatever they're not chasing. Although, now that I think about it, we should probably get rid of the harder unit first, because these guys are kind of harmless. Once they get rid of their ammo, which they're doing right now. So they basically don't have any ammo left. Maybe we should be targeting this guy first. But he's so easy to target. Look at this, they just leave him alone. We're getting there, we're getting there. These guys are really annoying to deal with, though. And they keep stopping... like, they spread out like this, it's kind of hard to charge them when they're like that. And then they keep stopping my shield regen by getting one single guy to attack, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm going to whittle all three of them down at the same time so that they're less of a threat. Right, the weaker they are, the easier they are to deal with, the smaller their unit size. So, but anyways, yeah, I found that the best option is to usually split like this. Go from different sides, and then whatever one they decide to charge the most, yeah, like, we'll just basically hit them from the back each time. The problem with these guys is they switch their targeting all the time, like instantaneously too. So here we go, like these guys are kind of separated. We can bait them in. If they turn, then we hit them from this side. If they turn again, then we do it again. And then once the big guy comes in, we get out. So we got a few kills there. If one of these guys decided to go in, I don't know why they made that choice. These guys are still chasing. So I guess we got one less unit to worry about out here. We'll have to juggle 2 at a time instead of 3, which is probably better. We got this guy really low. He's got 7 units left. But he's unbreakable, so he's not going anywhere. It might not be a bad idea to start working on this guy. So he's a different challenge. It's kind of similar to dealing with these guys. So what I'd like to do is get him to chase a specific unit, and then you'll know he's chasing when he puts his hands up like this. Like right now, he's just moving normally. His hands are down. But if we get real close, then we bait him into charging, and then he will not change. He will not change his targeting while he's charging. Yeah, like that. There he goes. Hands are up. He's charging. So he won't change his target. We can just hit him in the back. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do. Alright, you should definitely get out. And then while he's targeting him, you should just get back, I guess, because we just took a big hit. That's half of our shield right there. That was like 900 damage. Wow. And we did exactly 0 damage. We must have missed our hit. This guy's by himself now, though. Pick at him a little bit. If we can get him down to like a single unit, that would be, I think, the ideal situation. There he goes, down to 2. So now they have like almost nothing left there. Are they gonna go in? No, they're not gonna go in. Okay, so I'm gonna start whittling this guy down then. I'll leave them alone because this is a very low threat right here. This guy's a very high threat, so it's gonna take a while because he's got a lot of HP and he's kind of hard to hit. Are these guys going in? If they go in, it's really not a big deal. They're just taking up a unit slot that they could be using for something else, like some reinforcements. So I guess I wouldn't really mind it. But anyways, let me start poking at this guy here if we can. So to get him to chase. Oh, and he changed his target. He changed his target. He doesn't usually do that. We did hit him though. Oh wow, he hit us hard. Yeah, he burned the full shield. And we accidentally killed the other units. And that was a same unit, but full unit. So we'll have to do it. Let me probably whittle this guy down a little bit. And then we'll start targeting him again. I don't know what's going on. They were targeting us heavily, and now they're just abandoning. So I guess we're going to take one on at a time. So you can see the amount of units we got to go through. There's a pretty big list here. So it's going to take me a while. Right, he's almost dead. We got him pretty low here. Yeah, sometimes when these guys have their attack animation, there's no way to cancel it, and then they're just stuck in it. You gotta take a hit. So like right now, we're in attack animation, can't move. Look, oh, we knocked him down. He just got an attack off without making an attack. Yeah. Anyways, we're almost done. We'll come back in a little bit when we get the next unit out. Right, he's pretty much dead. He's got like maybe 2 hits left. He just smacked us while he was on the ground. I think we got him. Just launched him in the air. He's got 122 health. Come on, dude, finish him. Somebody hit him. He dead? Oh, he's still hitting us. There we go, we got him. All right, sweet. So he's down, and another unit of Slayers. Yeah, so Unbreakables. All right, well, I'm gonna probably do a good chunk of this, and then maybe when it's time to assault the main settlement, then we'll come back. If they're really trying to get in that settlement now, I don't know. They were fighting. Now they're just trying to run. They'll stop for a second to hit you, and then they'll keep going. So we might have to back off and just start the settlement assault if they keep doing this, because obviously if they get inside, we can't fight. They have way too many troops in there. We have to be more clever about that one. But they're down to 9, so I mean we at least took this one down quite a bit. We gotta go heal. Hopefully we can draw them back out. This is going to be a bit of a problem if they get in. Luckily, they're not shooting at us. Yeah, we need to zero this thing out. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're getting shot at. Okay, let's go. Can you finish that one unit off, please? Oh, yeah, they put a volley in us. Okay, there we go. We got him. Just barely got him in time. And now we need to juke so we don't get 0 shields. And then we got another... Yeah, giant Slayers. These guys are even worse. These guys have anti-large. Yeah, bonus versus large. So this will be fun. But these guys are really, really hard to deal with. I don't know what is going on. It's like I've noticed when you get close to them, they hit you even if they're not in contact. They just have like an extended range around their unit or something. It's really dumb. Kind of like Bannerlord shields, where like your shield, it covers way more than what it looks like it should cover. So I don't really want to go near these guys. I might end up using a Menace Blow here. Might have to, because this is getting ridiculous. He took some of our health. Obviously this guy's got regen, but it's not infinite, and we'll eventually hit our healing cap, so we gotta be careful with that. I don't know if it's worth it to use it here. Do they have a lot more of these guys in there? I mean, just at a glance, not really, but it's hard to tell. All right, we got them pretty low without using a Menace Below, but the problem is they're going to escape. So I'm going to actually have to use one. We can't get in there and take too much more damage. We need to heal our shields. But we'll just fight. I guess we'll fight it like this. Probably won't have enough to take them down, but we'll at least delay them long enough to get our shields. And then we can get in there and attack. So get our hero in. Yeah, what a waste, but also not much we can do about it. And then of course they're going to target this guy instead of our other units. Oh my god, man. I'm telling you, there's like 3 people in here and they did that much damage. It's insane. This unit is insane. Can we get closer and just surround him? Oh no, he's going to get out. Is he really going to get out? Okay, he's got 1 left. We have to go in. Get this guy back. Yeah, we don't have our shield fully repaired, but we have to go in. I hope that... No, it just pushed him. Yeah, I wish you could turn the push off and just go for the attack instead of the push. That should have gotten him. Yep, there we go. And we're still getting our shield back. Good. Alright, what is next? It is... Yeah, not anti-large. Thank God. And they also aren't unbreakable, so we should be able to route them at some point and then just run them down. So that's going to be the next like 5 units or so. So maybe we'll come back when we deal with one of the range units. And they also have a freaking helicopter. Oh boy, I don't know how we're going to do that. All right, he's just running for it now, unfortunately. So we don't have a way of stopping him unless we use all of our Menace Below. So this might be the last one that we fight outside the walls until we can kill 1 unit off. Yeah, but they're just going for it. Okay, well, there you go. So now we have to deal with this. So the biggest issue, well, a couple of big issues. Number one is they have barricades everywhere. And number two, they have a lot of units that if we go anywhere near, it's going to just shred our units. Because they're big, they're easy to hit, and they're kind of hard to dodge projectiles. So what we want to do is try to capture these. So we're just going to go around and try and do some captures. See if they'll let us get some free ones with these guys. See, like this one right here is wide open. They do have some units here that'll do some damage, but if we go to the far side, should be able to do it. Now, I would normally do this with our brood horrors, but if they're going to let us do it with their shielded troops, that's even better, because then we don't take any damage. What happened? Okay, I'll break these guys up later. Let's just put them both on one control group. So by taking this, it's going to destroy all the towers that they have. It'll destroy most of these barricades. So here we go. We should be able to capture it. Even with two, it's pretty fast. There you go. There's one down. Actually, we got to be careful here. Yeah, they don't seem to have too much ranged. And I think we can sneak over here. They don't really want to go in front of this thing, actually. But maybe we can. We do have shields. So we're going to have to do some juking. So run toward... Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Shredded the shield. And that's our big one. That's the one that's 1800 HP. So he did that much damage in that short amount of time. Ooh. Don't take him down to 0. Okay, this guy just barely got through. And now we need to dodge the towers. And then we'll probably get back after this and then go get our shields back. Okay, got it. Let's get out and let's go get our shields back. So there's 2 sets of towers down at least. Right, they also left this one wide open. Oh, not exactly, but that's actually really good. Yeah, we can definitely take on an artillery regiment here. Wait a second. What is that? Rangers is fine. There was something back here, though. What was that? They're not moving anyways. Quarrelers? Yeah, quarrelers aren't too bad. Okay, we got it. And these guys are no longer on their equipment, so we don't really need to zero. Actually, if we zero them out, we'll get another unit to spawn. So we might want to do that, actually, if we can. We just need to get them to run and get off the map. If we could do that... Oh, this guy. Yeah, he's getting blasted. Okay, nope, they got too much here. Just get out, just get out. Well, that's another capture point down, but more importantly, we got rid of the bolt throwers or whatever that was. So there's a unit that's not going to be shooting at us. Okay, I'm going to burn some of their ammunition here. So we have a pretty good shield, and I don't see any reason why not to. So they've got quarrelers in the back, miners in the front. We'll just burn other ammo and then we'll move on. I would like to get the capture point for this area. So the less ammo they have, the better. I was wondering what the hell was shooting my unit. They have a freaking unit out here. Yeah, they came out of their base. Wait, what? How did they just disappear? We're literally on top of their unit. How did they just disappear? Okay, we're fighting ghosts. So that actually took some HP. So now our regen cap is a lot lower. Where the hell did this unit go, dude? That's such BS that they can go invis when you're literally inside their unit. Wow, okay. Yeah, this game is definitely broken. They actually sent some units outside their base to chase us. That's how badly they want to just get a single shot off. It's kind of funny. So we'll stand and trade with them now up until they come out. So they're off their, yeah, they're off their grudge thrower now. So that's another piece of equipment down, and they're wasting a bunch of ammo here. So not too bad so far. So it looks like what they're doing is rotating units that have ammunition into the front. So we can probably drain most of their, most everything that they have if we just keep doing this. And then I think the biggest threat after that are unbreakable anti-large. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. They have, they still have those helicopters that we have to deal with. So yeah, we'll have to kill everything that's on land and just let him burn his ammunition. So we have to keep our shields high enough to be able to absorb it. But aside from that, I think we've got a good game plan here. I know this is probably not the most exciting battle, but this is desperate times, right? Right, we burned through a few of their units' ammunition. I don't see anybody else coming in to reinforce. So typically when one unit gets low, they'll start pulling somebody in back here. I don't see anybody back there now. So we might be done with all of the quarrelers. Doesn't look like they're going to pull in the Iron Drakes or the other torpedo guys, whatever they're called. So we might be okay here for a little bit. I think we can still get... Yeah, they just ran out. I think we can still get in the back row. Oh, no, they have Corlers back there. They're just not fighting. All right, well... What's the next game plan? I still want to get at this because I don't want to deal with these towers. So we should probably go do that. So the back entrance is wide open. They've got units here that don't have ammo. So we just... Oh, and these are Corlers. Yeah, so these are ranged troops that have no ammo. So it should be pretty easy. Oh boy. They've got a lot of them though. So we'll stand and fight for a little bit. Worst case scenario, we can get them to run, and then we'll start fighting those units at the edge of the map again. Interesting. So they're really pouring a lot of manpower into here. We're not going to be able to capture. Let's just get out. Get out. Don't do this now, dude. Don't do this now. Oh, crap, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's the worst, absolute worst freaking time to have these guys attacking us because we don't have a shield and we're not going to be able to get it back. Okay, well, we're probably going to lose this now. Most likely we lost. That was horrible timing. We have to dodge long enough to get our shield back because these guys will... They have enough ammo to kill us, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, there we go. We got some shield back. Can this guy go? Nope, they only care about this one. Cool. It's an instant, yeah, instant hit every time they take a shot. Well, luckily they can't catch up. So I guess we just need to outrun them and then let them take shots and then outrun them. This is so stupid, man. But this is what we got to do. Okay, we got shot again. Cool. All right, luckily luckily we outrun them. So we can actually just deal with it by using our shields to soak up. Oh, dude, where's he going? So he chased us around the map basically once, like one full circle, and then now all of a sudden he just... It's so arbitrary. Like, why did he decide to back off then? It doesn't make any sense at all. Let's see if we can get him to come out and attack us again, because we've got a full shield now, and I really don't want to go back in there and deal with that again. Okay, there we go. So he is maybe not going to chase us, but he will get his ammo. Actually, this is even easier. Yeah, this is even easier, especially if I can twirl, but it's not letting me twirl. Okay, how many shots does he have? 30? Oh my god, this is going to take forever. All right, well, I'll be back in a bit. We're pretty much done with their ammo. They got 3 more salvos. They should be out. Are they dry now? They're dry. All right, sweet. That was really, really bad. I don't know how much damage we took on this guy, but we definitely had to heal. So we used some of our healing cap again. That's like the 2nd or 3rd time. So we got to be extra careful there. Now... Oh, they put somebody else here with ammo. All right, let me drain this guy's ammo. And it's the miners. These guys are even easier to deal with because their stuff's slow and they only have like 4 or 5 of these. Okay, there we go. He ran out of ammo. So let's see if they send something else. They don't seem to have too much. They have a lot of units in their inner circle. The really strong units, maybe. Thought I saw some torpedo guys. Iron Drakes. Yeah, those guys are horrible. Horlers, those are regular units. Thunderers, those are firearms. Really hard to dodge that, so I don't know what we're gonna do there, but let's try to get this again, see if we can get in there. They're really guarding it though, so what we might need to do is capture something else and then go after that one after. Right, they have a unit of Iron Drakes right here. I'm wondering if we can get them to attack us. Waste some ammo. Okay, perfect. Yep, that's what I wanted. How much ammo do they even have? 40, so that's going to take forever. But I think we can do it without taking any damage, so might be okay. Yeah, they can't seem to hit, so we should be okay burning them for a while. Okay, this is interesting. I was trying to burn ammo, and they decided to send a unit out here. So if that's what they're going to do, this is going to make it 1,000 billion times easier. These guys don't have anti-large. Yeah, they don't have too many redeeming qualities. They're out here by themselves. We should be able to just destroy them easily. And then that'll allow us to drip feed units from the edge of the map again. So we're just going to cycle charge. Once they start beating up on one, we swap it. Yeah, they're going to run out of morale here pretty soon. They don't really do that much damage, so even if we want to stand and fight for a little bit, we can. Just got to be careful that we don't get hit by anything ranged, because that's going to be bad if we take too much damage. But yeah, they're down to 19. I think we just stand and fight. So then after that, we need to quickly get over there and deal with whatever they spawn in, which I think is going to be another one of these units. Yeah, another Longbeard. Right, this unit is basically eliminated. Well, they went down to the last man. They didn't want to give up. There we go. Yep, another unit coming out. Let's get over there quickly so we can try to harass them. It's literally the same unit we just beat up, so this should be fairly straightforward. And also, they don't have any more ranged here to attack us with, so it should be a bit easier. Oh, wow. They actually do hurt. Well, anyways, I'm going to grind this down. So like I said, we should be able to get them down a bit and get rid of that secondary army, because that's the one I was most worried about, not so much the garrison. The garrison will be dead once we win. Those guys can fight us again if we let them out. There we go. That's the first unit I've seen flee this entire match. Maybe that's not true. There might have been one earlier, but yeah, I don't think so. I think we had mostly unbreakables or people that wanted to go down to 0. So this is when it's kind of nice. We finally get to chase people without having to micro back and forth. But anyways, we got quite a few more to deal with here. There's also another helicopter in there, so that's going to be fun. There's another unit down from the edge of the map. It's another unit down. This is a tier 3 unit too. These guys were tough. So this is the last of their infantry. Then it's onto the range units. And this is basically the same thing that we just fought. So there you go. Last melee unit is down. We just got to run them down to 0. And then we'll start fighting the ranged. Might need to be a little more careful here. Or maybe not, because they only have a small number of units in here. Oh, yeah. No, this is going to be way easier than the other ones. We just let them attack. Iron Drakes. So they're not that good melee. I thought they were better than that in melee, actually, but maybe not. You definitely don't want to get shot by these guys, though. So anyways, that's a unit down. You should be running soon. Oh, don't tell me they're going to get in their base. Oh, and they put some units here that have ammo. They might actually get in their base. That's kind of funny. Yeah, they're not running. I can't do anything about it. Okay, well, we'll have to find a unit that's weak that we can pick off so we can get them to drip more units. Oh, they're coming back out. And they're shooting at us now. Jesus. Strange AI in this game. Anyways, let me get back to it. We gotta heal up and then we'll go fight. They actually are chasing us now, so we should be able to wipe them out pretty easily. Yep, they're down to 1 more. And then Horlers, Thunderers, and then after that it's the helicopter. And then the artillery should be very easy. Yeah, the next one's Rangers. These guys literally can't fight. What I'm gonna do, I'm a little concerned about their artillery coming in, so let's get these guys back and out of the way a little bit more so we don't get shot by the artillery when they come in. Oh, these guys are going to run for it as well, so we might not be able to fight anyways. Okay, well, what they did last time is they went in and then they came right back out, so maybe they'll do that again. I'm not sure. Yep, looks like that's what they're going to do. So anyways, let me get rid of these guys. We'll come back when we have the helicopters. That's going to be a challenge. All right, 1 more unit down. There we go. Now, these are the Thunderers. We don't want to take a volley from them if we can avoid it, because it will probably shred the shield in one go. Oh, nice. They're ignoring us. Trying to make it to their base. All right, so this should be pretty straightforward then. There we go, another unit down. We're about to wipe out this last unit before we get to the gyrocopters. So I'm gonna get this guy over there since he's the one we want to have chasing. He's the fastest one we have. Come on, finish him off. 2 left, and then we'll figure out if we need to run or if we can just tank it. I don't think it's the same one that we fought on the inside. The one on the inside is like a really, really high tier one. Oh, here he comes. Yep. All right, here we go. They're ignoring us. Okay, they ignored us. They might come back out. That seems to be their MO, as they go in and then they get orders to go back and fight. So let's see what they do. I don't know why everybody here has invis. Where did those gyros go? I don't see them. Okay, well, back to the original game plan. We're just going to burn ammo. We'll go in, pick off 1 or 2 units, and then we'll come back and get these guys that are coming in off the edge of the map. All right, so what we're going to do now, since they're not moving at all, they're just stuck in place. I moved our foot troops. There's 4 of them. They're in position. As soon as we kill something over here, then there's like 2 or 3 artillery pieces that'll come in, and we'll use them to wipe them out. And we're just going to roam for easy targets back here. So we can capture these. We already destroyed the stuff, so it doesn't really matter, but I just want to draw them. Yeah, here we go. Like these guys. Draw them away from their main force. Oh, okay. Well, what are these? Slayers. Yeah, we don't really want to mess with Slayers in melee, but we can harass some of their units here, like these Rangers that have no ammo. So yeah, I'm gonna do this for a little while. Oh, Doomseekers, interesting. What's our anti-infantry look like? Yeah, bonus versus infantry. So we should be able to charge these guys a few times. Yeah, they don't hit too hard actually. That's fine. We can definitely deal with that. Oh, okay. Not when we just walk into them instead of charging. Alright, technical difficulties. But they are willing to charge outside of the map or the base, so that's good news. So yeah, we'll hunt them down out here. Alright, we got these guys mostly dealt with. Yep, they're done. Alright, we gotta switch. Let's get these guys all the way over there and then switch targeting to here. Now, I don't want them to fight at the edge of the map. I want them to come in so that we can actually have a chance to take them out. But I also don't want to get shot at, so let's see what they're doing. Of course, they're going invis. Okay, they're just moving. That's fine. So if they want to move, we'll let them move. They're probably going to try and shoot at these guys. Yep, that's exactly what they're trying to do. And I don't want to use our regen here. Yeah, that's super annoying, but also a bit predictable. Get these guys over here. You know what I might end up doing? Um, let's use one of our dogs, because I really don't want these guys getting off the map. They're right on the edge. These guys can go back. The dogs should be able to clean them up. Yeah, very easily. That is the perfect use case. And these guys are back. Get that last one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. One out of 32 is going to be dead. What are we doing here? So, yeah, we don't want to fight at the edge of the map, but we might have to here. Yeah, it looks like that's what it is. And then we're going to have to fight an organ gun next. That's fine. So some of these guys are actually going to survive. Yeah, there's no way we drain that to 0. So two pieces of artillery. We'll just fight it. We'll fight it later. There you go. That's it. Now we got to deal with this guy. Don't want him to fight the rats, because the rats will take a lot of damage. But we can use our main guys. And then after that, we just got to take out the interior, and you could tell it's doable. It's definitely doable. It's just going to take a long time. So let me drain this guy down. So this guy's level 7. He doesn't seem too interested in fighting. So, oh, he wants to fight the rat. That's fine, because we can just micro him. Yeah, this should be an easy fight. So we'll kill him off, and then we'll start working on the guys on the inside. Okay, there we go. He's dead. And then that means there's no more reinforcements. There's nothing else. So what I'm going to do now is let's position these guys at one side, position these guys at another side, and then our rats can go around to a third side. And we'll try and get them to split up as much as possible. Okay, let me regroup everybody so that we don't have 4 groups. We just need 3 now. I don't think we need to micro these guys independently. So yeah, we'll just spread out like this. Get them to spread out, and then we'll start harassing them. I'm mostly going to be using the shielded troops so that we can conserve the HP of our others. But we will probably use everybody at some point. So I'm going to start harassing down on this side. See if we can get anybody to come out and chase us. They just want to run. We can get these guys... Oh, yeah. They got a bunch of invis here, too. So that should be pretty easy to do. They don't really rotate too much. I guess once we clear the outside, then we have to worry about the inside, which is where they have, I feel like, some of their stronger units. But it's okay. We'll deal with it. So one thing at a time. Oh, what happened here? Decided to pop out of their formation. Taking heavy fire here by this grudge thrower. So let's menace below so we don't have to deal with that, because we don't want to take damage on these rats. They have a very limited healing pool. So there we go. I think that's their only piece of artillery after this. Should be pretty easy to deal with. Yep, they're off their equipment anyway, so even if they survive that, they won't be attacking. There's an organ gun, though. Yeah, that doesn't do as much damage. So that should be fine. All right, back to these guys. So they don't seem to want to commit to fighting. So as soon as we charge, back up, and then they just start running back. So it's super easy to cycle charge these guys. They do hit pretty hard when you get stuck in there. But, oh, and then they're going to friendly fire. That's cool. Oh, that is not artillery. Yep, those are gyros. Okay, so we found them, and they do not have a very good weapon to attack us with. We should be able to just micromanage this. I think they're going after our rat here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. What I wanted to do was get this guy out and micromanage this guy by himself, because it seems like they're targeting him only. So let's not take any extra collateral damage. So yeah, this should be pretty easy. I could even do it on speed 3. Well, that's a relief. Yeah, I was kind of worried about these guys. You can see we're making a bit of a mess here on the floor. They're out of ammo. They ran away. So that was the last biggest threat, I think. I don't think there's much else that can really challenge us at this point. So I'm going to go through, start grinding it down as we kill units. We'll do little updates. But this should be in the bag now that we've spent 257 minutes. Yeah, I just had a thought. This would have been like 1,000 times easier with a an assassin lord. Just use the briar sheath, so they can't see you, and then unending volley. It would have still been super grindy, but I wouldn't have to micromanage. My wrist is really hurting right now. While these clicking, and my mouse is probably half dead. But yeah, that would have been, I think, a lot easier. Yeah, they leave a lot of vulnerabilities, and they don't shift units around very fast to cover them, so found some weak units that we can just isolate, and then mostly just man up with. Not exactly, but these miners are really weak. Yeah, this should go pretty well. Another unit down. Another unit down. Can pick off the really weak ones with our rats here and just overrun them. But they'll run out of the city. Oh, no, they won't. These guys are chasing down a leftover. I don't really want them touching these slayers. Look at that. Barely even touched them, and they did a massive amount of damage. So we'll use our shields for those guys. They're kind of I don't know. They're programmed a little weird. There we go. There's a solo unit. They can just get swarmed by the rats. Once they start to hit their healing cap, we can just pull them out and leave them out. So they'll take some damage. But I think at this point it's okay. We're very safe to be able to do this. Yeah, that guy's pretty much toast. We'll pull these guys back out. Wait for another guard to reinforce, or they'll come back and regroup. Yeah, they'll regroup. Let's actually use our shields, because that's going to be the one that takes the longest. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, we'll finish this Longbeard group off. Yep, there you go. He's dead. So their outer defenses are dwindling rapidly. We need to worry about their inner defenses. So I don't know. We do have Winds of Magic we can use. We can try and blast them out. We also need to take out this guy who's also got a shield. Looks like he's copying us a bit here. So let's see if we can get him out. I don't really want to fight him around other units. Looks like we may not have an option, so we'll maybe fight him a little bit later. Here we go. We found ranged troops that have no more ammo. Easy pickings. There's another unit down, about to flee. We don't want to fight that hero though. Yep, there he goes. He's fleeing. Another unit down. Another unit down. Right, let's try and take on this guy if we can. See what kind of damage he can take. Maybe boost our hero up a little bit. Oh, so he's got a pretty good shield too. Yeah, he can take a couple hits. And then he can dish it out pretty badly. So we might need to get some help in here for this. There we go. We took a chunk out of him. We'll take a few more hits, then we'll back out. Yeah, let's back out. So, yeah. But the more we damage him, the less his shield will come back. Hit him again before he gets his shield back. Okay, yeah, that's enough exchanging with him. I'm also going to come up here. They don't have range units up here to defend, and I'm going to try and get at these Iron Drakes from the back. These guys are pretty nasty to fight, so if we can take out a bunch of them right here without really risking anything, I think that's a very good trade. Yeah, look at that. They don't have any defense. They're sending tier 2 units to defend, so we should be good. Good enough damage. Let's get out again. Oh, you know what? We haven't taken this yet. Oh, they left it undefended. You idiots. Well, we're going to take this and wipe out their last set of towers and barricades on the outside. So that'll be good. Yep, there goes. Oh, and these guys are vulnerable again. So we'll wipe these out, and then we'll start working on the rest. Oh, they still have a quarreler here with ammo. Oh, crap. We have low shield. We'll come back later. And while that shield's going down, we're going to come in with our rats again, our little bowling pins, and we'll swarm this guy because he's a pretty low tier unit. We just get in there. And then you got 10 guys that hit for like 500 each. 400 each. That's a lot of damage. There's another unit down. We gotta be careful now. They came out to attack. They did a lot of damage to our Packmaster. That sucks, man. Didn't notice it while I was using the rats. Okay. They're gonna be really vulnerable here though. Actually, they're not even targeting. They only want the Packmaster. They're like super horny for this guy. They just ignore the danger that charged them. So, yep, that should be another unit down. They're not even going to fight back. Oh, what are we getting shot by? Organ gun. That is definitely worthy of a menace below. So we'll take... I think this is their final artillery piece, so we'll take that out. Wait, did they just disappear? Why would they disappear, bro? I'm literally in the middle of fighting them. I'm right on top of them. How can they disappear? Okay, I don't understand this game. But anyways, we'll fight it. Hopefully take those artillery pieces out, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna attack next. There we go. Corlers are down, and we'll keep hitting the other side while we're chasing down these other units. Why are they targeting him? Oh my god. So weird. I wonder if there's not enough room for them to target, they just target the next nearest unit, which would not be that. It would actually be these guys, not the Lord. These guys are actually fighting back pretty well, so let's pull back. We're still chasing Corlers? No, we got them all. All right. And then we'll go back in and finish these Dwarf Warriors. Another unit down. 2 more units down over here. And then there's a third right here that's still fighting. Oh, crap. That's Slayers. Yeah, let's not stand in the middle of that. These guys are finishing off another unit, so we're almost done. We'll start working on the interior soon. Unit down, so Grudge Throwers. All right, another unit down. We're basically just standing and trading with people at this point. They can't really do much about it. Looks like they left their center wide open. There's nobody here to defend, so I'm gonna try to capture it. Oh my god, no, they have a lot. Never mind. They're just hidden. So we gotta dodge all those range units. So that's kind of what I'm worried about when we try to capture, is just walking into that. But we do have a lot of summons, so what we'll probably do is just flood the area. We'll use Menace below, we'll use all the dogs that we can, and then that should gum up all of their ranged. 2 more units down on this side. Oh no, they actually came back with 12. Another unit routed, some rangers. Longbeard's about to rout. So we've got most of their outer forces. We'll deal with the inner forces soon. We're doing a lot of damage to this hero, the Lord. A couple more hits. We got it back. Get our shield back. He's almost done. Maybe 1 or 2 more of those, and he'll be toast. I don't really know why this is so entertaining, but it's just entertaining to me. It's like the bowling pins are doing the bowling, and these guys are, yeah. Anyways, so we should be able to clean up most of what's on this side. Is just a bunch of rabble. So we'll clean it up quickly with the rats, and then I think we'll start heading to the interior. Oh, never mind. These guys are here. I'm going to summon a menace below here to see if we can get some extra hits on this guy without taking a ton of damage. Because if they can distract... Oh, he just ignores them anyways. Wow, okay. That's cool. I think we'll be able to get him here anyways. Maybe 1 or 2 more hits. There we go. As soon as he hits, he'll be on cooldown for a few seconds. And then we can just hit him and go. There he goes. He's dead. Yep, he's running. So you guys can go throw your lives away at something else. And then we'll run this guy down. So there we go. That's the last Lord that we've killed 3 so far. So he's down. Also, I'm going to start using some Winds of Magic. We're almost done, and it doesn't make sense to save it. I was keeping it just in case we needed it later, but at this point, we've been doing this for maybe a bit too long, and we should probably try and close it out soon. All right, once again, they left their center wide open. So let's try and get in here, get some damage on these guys. Capture this. We'll start the countdown timer. I'm sure they'll rush as many units as they can in here, but it shouldn't really make much of a difference. There we go. All their towers are down now, all of their barricades, and we've got a countdown timer. Oh, no, we don't. We have to capture everything. All right. Anyways, that should make a big difference. Yeah, we just wiped out like 3 more small groups, and they can't really do anything. They're just running around like madmen. You can see there's a bunch of these weak ones. So I'm going to finish this up. I think we're pretty much past the danger zone at this point. The only thing that will stop us is if I get extremely lazy, charge in and do something stupid, which I'm not going to do because I've already invested enough time in this. So we will come back at the end of the battle. Oh, they just got army lost. Yep, they're all running. There's going to be some unbreakable units. We'll have to battle them out separately, but they are basically done. It looks like they, yeah, I think I found them. They're trying to capture the middle point back. I think this is that little Slayer unit that has like 5 or 6 people. So we'll dump on them. There they are, all 5 of them. So we'll clear them out, and then that is the battle one. Definitely the longest one we've had this campaign, almost 400 minutes. Oh boy. We got a heroic victory out of it, at least. And we killed everybody in this group except for the 2 that got out. Oh no, these 2 might survive too, but yeah, we wiped them out pretty, I would say pretty decisively. One of the reinforcements is 0. These guys are basically 0, and then this might have been the one that was in the settlement. So I think they lost 2 full stacks at least. Yep, look at that, gone. Garrison's gone. So this army will survive. Yeah, no surprise there. We can't hit the flying units, and these guys we had to attack at the edge of the map. But yeah, I would say heroic. We didn't lose a single, we actually didn't lose any HP at all. So there we go. Almost 14k, and we don't have room to sack. We have to take this one, and we got to take it at tier 1. Now the question is, what are we going to have coming back our way? So these guys can't reach. They're too far. This guy can definitely reach. Oh man, he's got blimps. Dude, that's like literally the worst possible. The rest of his army's not too scary though. So I guess we would just have to dodge those. These guys are probably not going to do much. Wish they had to have blimps, man. So end of turn 75. I decided to hire a little help here to try and pick off some of the stragglers. So this guy's got some artillery pieces and some ranged units that might fall behind. I don't know. We'll have to see what map we get. And I put these guys out of the garrison so that we can actually have a chance to run if it's too hard of a fight. Because I honestly don't think we can win this. At least not in one fight. If we do it in 2 fights and we use a lot of summons so that we're not really taking much damage, we could potentially do it. So I think so. But yeah, that's not going to be a fun one, just straight up. So a little bit of help there. We should be good otherwise. And we got Clan Pestilence declaring war on another kingdom, but this one's good because they own a settlement down there, and I don't want to take it, so I'd rather them do it for us. This looks like they're going to probably stack up. Yeah, they're going for it. So here's our fight. We've got a tiny army in the back, and then the main one that we already knew about. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and put these items. We definitely need to take full menace below, and then we'll get in there. All right, here we go. This is a very tough fight. Decisive defeat. I think we can still win it, but we need to keep the costs low so that if we get attacked again next turn, we'll be able to go. So max out menace below. Let's get in there. So here's the game plan. We hide our foot troops, our big rats. We're gonna try to get them. We're gonna harass with these guys as much as we can. We can't do the same thing we did last fight. It's just not gonna work. We need to get good engagements, so we'll try to break their formations up and then pick them off with invis units. We'll bring these guys out once in a while. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mess, so let's get out there. We need to burn these guys' ammo first, so like these things. Oh crap, yeah, those things hurt if they hit you. So they got 3 more, 1 more, 0 more. All right, sweet. So that's the most dangerous thing for them. Oh wow, this is going to be a lot of units crossing paths. Let's get a lightning strike in there. Hopefully it sticks. Yeah, we'll take it. 20 kills. So just little stuff like that. It's gonna. Oh yeah, they're doing it again. So if it comes off cooldown, we'll do it again. We could also menace below right here. They'll have a lot of self-harm. Go, and then let's go ahead and add to the confusion there within the lightning bolt. Did he cancel it? He canceled it. All right, we'll get it off right there. There we go. So that's essentially what we'll do for a while. Dude, they're bunching up again. I might get a cracks crawl here because this thing does a decent amount of damage and they have a lot of units lined up. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. And that did, wow, 13,000 damage, up from 6. Let's get back. Their reinforcements are here. It's not really much, but I would like to take them out. And then let me move these guys up just a little bit. Yeah, I doubt we'll have a chance to use them yet, but I'd rather have them close by. All right, we're not, obviously can't do anything about the choppers, but the Lord we can deal with, and then these guys we can deal with. There's the There he is. So I'm actually going to go past him and let's summon right on top of this guy. Boost his morale and then come back here. I'm going to use one to take out both of these, hopefully. They should be strong enough. Yeah, this thing's already dead. There we go, he's dead. All right, so go ahead and take out the next one. And then these guys should be able to handle this. Okay, they're attacking the organ gun. That's definitely not what I want you to do. Attack this guy, please. And then the dogs. They're not going to be able to do much. We'll just run at them. Hopefully they waste some ammo. We should be able to take this guy out. He's being a little stubborn. So I'm going to micromanage. See if we can get him out of here a little faster. Okay, yeah, we probably can't stay now. Because these guys will drain all of our... Oh, crap. Yep, they'll drain all of our stuff. We can't really leave the protection of the trees, though. Well, we have to. Yeah, they don't really give us a choice, do they? So we'll try to juke and dodge. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll get our shields back once we get to the other tree patch. Oh, man, it's close. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, we're safe. We'll have to go back and kill that guy later. We didn't get him this time. All right, these guys are going to chase the whole way, it looks like, unfortunately. Okay, we don't want to draw them back into our... Oh, wow, they're very spread out. I just realized. Look at this. So we need to probably take advantage of this. Let's get this guy off the hill. Man, that's really dangerous to go near those things, though. Those blimps. But with a little bit of cover, we should be able to distract them. So let's get these guys out. Actually, we may not need them. Probably just do this. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, we'll take this out. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's get a dog, boost it, and then have him take out the bolt throwers. We'll take this one out. No, oh, that is the bolt throwers. Okay, well, they'll help then. And then these guys will take out the organ guns. Perfect. Are they 0? No, they're still here. What is going on? Okay, this looks really good. Yeah, they're not focusing these guys down. Are they gonna spot us? I don't think so. All right, they're dead. We'll take them to 0 and then we'll back. Yep, these guys are gone as well. Perfect. The dogs should be able to get them to 0 as well. Yep. 1 unit and dead. Get out, get out, get out before you get swamped. So that was a very successful raid right there. We just took out 2 units, 2 full units. Get out of here. Actually, there's a unit right here. This guy's way out of position. I'm going to use some summons from here. Have them pair with these guys. What is that? A blimp? Yeah, those guys we can't fight. Let me just pull these guys back here. There's too much air power over there. Okay, here we go. Where's those dogs? What are they? Dude, I told them to down here such a long time ago. I don't know why they did that. Are these hammerers? No, these are doom seekers. All right, so these guys are no joke. Let's boost them so they get some extra firepower, staying power, and then we'll get back in there. I just don't want the lords to be the only thing in there doing the damage, because they can't hang by themselves. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. This looks good. They're checking all the woods. They're not finding anything. They're just going to let us pick off these units for free, it looks like. This is a big one too, because these are unbreakable. The dogs are fleeing. That's fine. We've got 15 left. We can get one more, actually. Let's get one more. And then this time, hopefully they'll come down instead of sitting back. 3 seconds we can boost. That's not going to be enough. Let's try to distract them so they can get hit from behind. There we go. Perfect. Good job, dogs. And then we'll try and finish them off right here. This is air unit. Everything else is land underneath their blimps. So can't do much about that. We'll just keep moving. All right, yeah, these guys are going to go to 0. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we can do it. Yeah, they're down low. 400 health. Dogs are doing a hell of a job. 10 seconds left. Come on, boys. 3 left. 2 left. And he got him. Sweet. And let's get out. Out and away from our other army. These guys need to stay hidden. So that worked out really well. Let's try to get some Winds of Magic harassment here if we can. Doesn't look like it, actually. Yeah, we'd have to waste a menace below, and I don't really want to do that. We'll come back when we fight. I need to reposition here. All right, I summoned another one. We're going to just send these guys in kamikaze style. Get them to stop moving. We're going to do a big nuke. Perfect. Yeah, right in the middle. And then hopefully they soak up some damage as well. Oh, wow. They still, even though we charged them, they still dodged it. That's wild, man. All right, they're going to send these gyros over here, which is fine. They can waste some ammo. Yeah, they're not going to hit much through the trees. So we'll spend some time draining that. We need to get some harassment on these guys in the middle. I think they're reforming. I can't tell what they're doing, actually. All right, they're just chasing us. I'm still burning ammo from these gyro bombers. The gyrocopters are pretty much out. Where are they? I don't know where they went. But yeah, they're pretty much out. We still have most of our harassment intact. I'm trying to be patient here because they're not really giving us good opportunities. They're staying pretty well bunched up. But at some point they will make a mistake and we'll capitalize on it. We'll come back for it. Got a good nuke on their strong units in the back there. Had to use a menace below for it, but they were both on top of each other, so I figured it was worth the shot. Right, they're getting really close to our units. I don't know if they're doing that intentionally or they're just doing like a weird turn. I was going to try and charge their back line here, but nope. They got way too much firepower. So anytime we get near them, they just dump everything. But that's okay. They'll be coming back this way at least. They are not separating whatsoever. They're doing a really good job sticking together. So it's hard to do much to them other than just run around and burn their ammo. So I might have to come up with a different solution here, but I'm not sure quite what it is right now. One thing we could try to do is pull them deeper into the woods. That might be a decent place to hit and run, even though it's not really good for large units. It's even worse for ranged units. So it's not ideal, but it could be a good opportunity. At the very least, they're wasting their ammo and not really getting a lot of damage out of it. So maybe we'll have to do that, but we gotta make sure that they don't hit or they don't get in range of our army. So we'll see. Yeah, let's try. They're just right on top of each other. Let's get one charge and then back out. Oh, not bad. They didn't take really hardly any damage. They probably are hitting themselves. Okay, we don't want to go near the Lord. Yep, there we go. We just got hit by the enemy Lord. So that hurt. But aside from that, that was pretty good. We can definitely do that. Let's try it again. Okay, maybe not with him in the front. Let's get this guy up front. I'm going to throw a lightning bolt down as well. Perfect. Yep, up to 20k damage now, so not bad. And I think it's probably safe to get out of here. I don't want to draw them any closer to them. Wow, okay, they're not hitting trees anymore. Okay, I'm going to do that a couple times maybe. Let me see if I can weaken them a little more before we do our coup de grace. All right, helicopters are pretty much out of ammo, so that's actually very good. Yep, they're at 0 now. All right, we just got to worry about the ground troops, which we can harass. We can eventually pick them off. These guys we can't. The blimps are never going to run out of ammo. They're literally at infinite ammo, I feel like. So I'm going to try to pull them back in here again. See if we can get some charge damage off on the front. All right, they're in. Let's get them a little deeper. Yep, like that. It's pretty much all those shots were blocked. And then we'll go after this guy in the front. Get a good lightning bolt here. Yep, look at that. Right on top. Perfect. We can turn back and just cycle charge until we get to about half health on our shields, and then we can back out. Heal. So it's going to take a while, but this will definitely work. We probably need to stop now. Can we get one more? Yeah, we can get another lightning bolt here. They can't get out of that. Nice. Good. Couple more kills. Let's get our shields back, and then we'll try it one more time, and then we'll go across the way again. That did knock out quite a few units. All right, let's try it again. These guys right here. Perfect. And can we get... Yep, we can get a blast right there, and then come back. Perfect. Yep, they can't run now. Good. They're basically down to half, and they're still shooting each other. Get one more, maybe. One more blast. Right in the middle of this. Oh, man, that's a lot of units. Yeah, that's going to be a really good one. Look at it. There's like 3 stacked on top of each other. 25k. Still got plenty of shields, so I would like to maybe try for a couple more if we can. They're not really bunched is the problem. We can do it. It'll hit a few people, but it's not going to be a good one. We've got maybe 4 more casts, and then we're out. So let's go back across the way. Okay, I'm going to try to get a couple more harassing charges in here, and then we'll back out and go across. I'm going to try one thing here. These guys are really low. I'd like to get them out if we can. And I'm curious if they're going to hit their own units pretty badly. So keep an eye on that. So 21, 19, 18, 17. They do a little bit of self-damage, but not really that much. Yeah, these guys are just too strong. They do way too much damage. So, yeah, it's not really that helpful. The good thing is they don't have as much firepower here. I mean, they do in the blimps, but as long as you're not really close to them, then they don't do that much damage. So, like, the Thunderers are pretty much dead. The Iron Drakes have 4 left, so there's not much firepower there. We can definitely get some damage in here. Let's get our lightning ready. We got 3 more lightnings, and then we're out. Let's cast it right on top of these units, and then we'll be out by the time it hits. No, we won't. Got stuck, but that's 30k damage, so not bad. What about this guy? 8k. Get a little more done here. I'm gonna get a menace below in here, see if we can get them to group up even more. Here we go. They're spread out everywhere. Yeah, we just gotta throw it down. Oh, why is he so far back there, dude? No, don't do this again, man. God, he's got no shield left. We gotta get out. I'm gonna go back in with this guy. He needs to get out. The other guy can stay for a little bit. Yeah, we're completely out of Winds of Magic, so that's done. These blimps aren't really attacking us that much, so I don't know what's doing so much damage. So I'm just going to keep harassing these guys. They're going to let us. And then we can try to pick the rest off. Take them down to 0 with our Death Runners. They can just go in the back row when they're fleeing. Pick them off. But yeah, look at this. They're just letting us have free reign. To think of that. I'm definitely not complaining. Taking a bit too much damage. Let's back up. Their front line is really low. Everything. Their back line's low. Everything's low. So I think we can... I'm pretty sure we can win this. We don't have to retreat. So this time, I think we're going to go for a full-on assault. We'll use all of our summons. We'll get these guys up here as well. Let's get our Death Runners back here. And if we do it in the wood line, we should be in very good shape. I still don't want to commit these guys into melee, but we'll have them use their summons at least. And then let's get the rats ready. This is going to be for all the marbles. Not really. We can get out pretty easily, I feel like, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a risk. So here we go. Let's go ahead and summon and then get these guys back. All right, here we go. Full on charge. We want them to go first. Rats can go second. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's get these guys over here. Start drawing some attention with these. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, man, I'd be terrified if I were them. Just start attacking different things. Get the Death Runners up here. Oh, look at that. This guy's wide open. All right, let's slow him down. I don't even know what to do here, but let's go ahead and summon if we can, actually. And then we're going to boost the summon and then make sure that those Thunderers do not get out. Do not want to fight them again. These guys are taking too much damage. Let's back out. I think this was pretty good. We could probably back out. I don't think we need to commit to that fight all the way. Yeah, we're taking a bit of damage now. Let's back out because the blimps are on top. These guys should be all the way out. Get our shields back. All right, whoa, look at that. Yep, he's dead. 8 units. We'll get him down to 0. Perfect. Get these guys in so they can distract. I don't want to take too many losses on these guys because we might need them next turn. There we go. Get out. Very successful. Oh, they're taking damage. Oh, no, they're taking a lot of damage now. Yeah, they're going to get blasted. All right, these guys are okay. Oh, my God. What happened? Why are you there? What are you talking about? I told you guys back a long time ago. What are you doing there? Like, why do they keep doing that, man? I swear to God. Yeah, this is so frustrating. So frustrating. And they're still chasing these Death Runners. Can you invis maybe to get out? And then this guy needs to just go back and heal. I might even take him out of the formation. Yeah, just go back of the map. Go heal. Okay, he finally made it out at least. He must have gotten stun locked somehow. It's just such a stupid mechanic. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I guess back to harassing. They're starting to get aggressive with the blimps. I think that means they don't have anything left. So they're just gonna push them. So if we can get these guys to chase us, we should be able to separate them from their foot troops and then just absolutely dominate them. Yeah, so look, these guys are coming up here too. Well, no, they're staying with them. I don't know. It's kind of weird. What is going on back there? That is free food. That's what that is. So I'm gonna probably charge them here. As soon as that gets there, we'll probably charge. We need to do it now. Slow them down. If we can kill those 2 units, that would be very, very good. So let's get in here, cause some distraction. If you can finish off the Iron Drakes, you can finish off the other unit. Okay, these guys need to get out. Don't completely go in, just go in a little bit. There we go. Okay, they're actually sending the blimps. No, they're not. I don't know. I can't tell what they're doing. They're backing up, but I don't know if they're sending them back. Yeah, this is perfect. That unit's dead. We should be able to finish these guys off. They're sending one blimp back to fight it. So I'm gonna stick it out. Yeah, we should. If this thing goes down, it's okay. It's kind of serving its purpose. Okay, let's get in. Come on, don't bomb me. He's got 18 left. Oh, he's bombing me. Okay, they're zeroed. Or they're fleeing. They will get to 0 now. Oh, man, that did so much damage. Yeah, they're bombing. Okay, they're all the way dead pretty much. Let's go ahead and get out, and then we're gonna use smoke bomb as soon as we can get far enough away. We should be okay. Oh my dude, he's just, that's so stupid. Infinite ammo, infinite accuracy, just can't do anything about it. He killed so many units right there. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Yeah, see, these guys are separated. They're not at all. Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant these guys. Let's get these guys maybe out. They should be able to handle a little bit more punishment. Yeah, look at, they're completely separated. So what we will probably do is use maybe a menace below. Also, let's get these guys to the edge so we can throw out some dogs and they won't have like an hour-long run. I'm gonna use a menace below to slow them down at least. Okay, go dude, go, 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 go. We're gonna go for it. Okay, they're getting distracted here. Perfect. They're going after these units, not trying to defend. Okay, let's get this guy over here. Taking so much damage, man. Alright, can we go for this guy? These freaking blimps, man. This is so dumb, bro. This is so dumb. Okay, get out. Was a failed attempt. Waste of time, waste of resources, waste of HP. This is what we're gonna do. All the dogs need to come out. Guys got 1 extra, so we got 5 here, and we have 1 on our main guy still. We need to just bum rush. Yep, we're gonna try to do everything at the same time if we can. You two get in there. Probably gonna be there too late, but whatever. They just instantly run, unfortunately. Alright, take out the lords if you can. Let's get a menace below. These guys need to help out as well. Alright, yeah, take the lords out, and then we can safely get out, I think. Just about. Alright, we gotta just look for low health and then get them out. So far, so good. So far, so good. Wow. Yeah, I think they're all used up. They still have, obviously, the... Oh, man, these guys are getting torn up. Yeah, they're just gonna be dead. Okay, well, might as well go out with a bang. Go kill something. This guy's getting really low. Let's pull him out. Did we take out the lords? We didn't. Come on, dude. Take out the lords, please. Times we gotta hit him. Okay, dude. This is so stupid. Hit him. Hit him. Somebody hit him. He's got 400 health. He's at 400 health this whole time. Somebody hit him. God, dude. Come on. Hit him, please. Somebody hit him. What the hell, man? Somebody hit him. Jesus, man. Finally, they hit him. Dude, if we lose somebody, I'm gonna absolutely lose my mind. We did everything perfect up until the end there, and then they decided not to attack the one guy that they needed to attack. And they have... Oh my god. They have units left. They have units left. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this up because I'm just gonna complain. Okay, they've got 1 unit directly underneath them. I'm hoping they just bomb their own unit. They don't seem to be doing that, but they're hitting every shot on us. So we gotta try and kill him and then get out. It's just amazing, man. Wasting our HP again. Why? How can we not? There was literally 4 people there. We killed 1, or we killed 2 in that whole charge. So insane, man. We have to go in. I don't have a choice. They're like attacking our guys over here with these helicopters. They're like landing them and attacking them. And then this blimp's gonna attack. So we just have to go in. Okay, this guy's already dead. How the hell do you get instantly gibbed like that? Can you please kill the 2 units that are there? Yes. There you go. There's 1. There's two. Finally, get out, and then they will eventually lose. Without losing your whole army, please. Look, it looks okay. And then over here, they keep landing these helicopters trying to fight on the ground, which I didn't even know they could do. Well, on the bright side, we just killed a helicopter because they're doing stupid things. And then, yeah, we just need their leadership to drain, and then they'll lose because they don't have anything on the ground yet anymore. Okay, well, there you have it. We did end up winning it, and I don't think we lost a single unit. Okay, we still have all of our brood horrors. I mean, we lost the Death Runner, but we were going to fire him next turn anyways, so... Yeah, we'll take a heroic victory. Here we go. This is fully eliminated the second army and everything but the flying units in the first army. So they'll probably hire another lord. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, we can't chase him down. He might attack us again. I doubt it, but he might. So let's see. They're stacking up 3 more armies here. Well, 2 and then a brand new one. So we'll have to fight that. And oh, they spotted our ambush. Crap. Yeah, decisive defeat. I definitely agree with that. The thing is, we don't have any items on this army, so if we lose, we're not risking anything necessarily other than risking the army. If we were to take this fight, what kind of map are we getting? Oh, that is funky. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but if we position ourselves at the edge of the map, we can get as many kills as we can, just summon all the stuff that we have to block, get a few kills, and then just immediately back out. Like I said, it will cause us to lose the battle, but we could probably do it without taking losses and then inflict a decent amount on them. That is an option. All right, so we're going to set up here and hope they come through this side. It's the most logical choice. I am, however, going to cover this left side just in case. It's a wide open field, so it'd be really good for our Giselles. So we'll set up. We could even forward deploy, and then if they start coming in, we can just retreat, but I think we can get some shots. Yeah, here comes some squigs, so let's turn, get ready for these. I'm gonna move. Let's get our assassin over here just in case we need the help. Because these guys don't run. They will go to the death. Get these guys spread out a bit. Yo, we're getting shots. Definitely don't let that guy all the way wide. We want to make sure he's gone. Sweet, 1 squig down. Volley maybe. Yep, there he goes. Okay, he's down. Let's get the next. I'm gonna use the menace below here, I think. Yeah, we might need to, because I really don't want them getting back. It's just not worth it. These guys are really crazy difficult to contain. They'll just run straight by you. I'll save the HP on this guy now. Let's get back. So, I mean, if nothing else, if we retreat right now, we at least killed 3 really annoying units to deal with. What is going on here? Looks like they got 3 units coming. There we go. Squigs are dead. They've got some trolls coming. We can definitely get some shots into them from here. Oh yeah, we got some trolls. 2 sets of trolls. Everybody should be in range. Yep, there we go. So keep these guys ready. I don't think we need it right now. This should be pretty easy. They're not even really moving that fast. Being crushed. But they're also not really going very fast, so yeah, I'm wondering what they're doing. They're putting a lot of units on that right side, so we might need to move. We'll keep this guy kind of out in front a little bit. Oh, crap. We got something coming on the side. Okay, that's an invis unit. So let's go ahead and put a menace below over here. Oh, they've got some units coming this side we need to be ready for. Yeah, these could be a problem, actually. Okay, hope they go down the middle and then we can get shots. Well, first off, let's take this nasty sculptor out. Why did I move him? I meant to move my assassin. Okay, they're getting to our back line. That is so dumb, man. I hate these stupid little units. Yeah, he's just gonna waltz right in. Much about it either. It's so dumb. We have all this firepower. We can't even use it. All right, can we hit this thing? We have to back up again and waste a second menace below on it. Okay, here we go. We're getting shots on the enemy lord. Let's just flood this area, I guess. I don't know what else to do here. I can't turn exactly because we have a lot of stuff that needs to die on this side too. Can we kill this thing so we don't have to keep retreating, and then we can get some firepower on these. This would be really helpful to have 3 Giselles. Oh crap. They're here. Yep, they're on our back line. This is actually really bad. I think we should probably just get out. Let's just get out. We had a really good fight, but I think that fight is over now. I'm gonna summon some menace blows to slow them down a little bit more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, these guys are all out. Everybody out. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, decisive defeat. I don't think we took too much damage. Yeah, we did actually. On one of our plague priests. And a little bit of the engineer. But these guys aren't frontliners anyways, they don't need it. We did lose a few units here, but we took out a decent amount. We killed, oh wow, we actually got an Arachnarok, 3 squigs, and probably a troll. That's actually really good. Yeah, the troll, no, that's a squig. No, the troll survived. But 3 squigs and an Arachnarok. But these things are terrible, man. These guys, really small hitbox. It's hard to shoot them. We weren't really getting hits on them. But anyways, that's not too bad. So this is that one that was following us on the water. It's giving us a Pyrrhic victory, but I'm concerned if we auto-resolve, we're in area where we'll take attrition, and that might actually kill off some units. So I'm tempted to fight this, just to see if we can get a better result. It is on the water, so winning doesn't mean we have to kill them all. They'll just automatically die. And we can counter their flying units here. So I think we're okay. Yeah, let's fight it. We've got a nice bit of cover here on the right side. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we don't at all, actually. Like, not even close. So, where do we get cover? If we move back? Yeah, we get cover right here. Yeah, that's fine. We can move back. But they're sending their flying units really far in advance. So, I'm going to push up. See if we can wipe them out. Because this is a huge blunder on their part. Definitely should not be doing that. Okay, so we'll hyper-focus here on this front one with our back line. Front line is just going to be absorbing shots. It is what it is. They are shooting at us. That is unacceptable. Let's menace below. Okay, let's push this guy up. Yeah, it's going to get out, but that's okay. Like I said, we don't have to kill them all. If we win the fight, we should sink the whole army. Okay, that looks good. We got their... No, these things are still shooting. Yep, so that didn't help. Okay, there's another one down. Yeah, he's fully dead. This one is just about fully dead. Let's get up there ready to shoot this one when it's time. Yep, he's fully dead. Okay, I'm gonna menace below one more time. Actually, no, we need to stop their forward progress, I think. No, it's okay. We should be fine. Yeah, that one's dead. All their flying units are gone. So let's get back into cover. That's good. And then if they're gonna keep pushing... Oh, this guy came back. If they're going to keep pushing, they will not be supporting these artillery pieces, and then we can easily just menace below. There we go. So this should be pretty straightforward now. Okay, here they are. Let's get our front line up there. Everybody pick something else. And yeah, I don't think they have better archers, but they don't have as many archers. So this should be pretty straightforward. Let's get somebody in their backfield here. And we're still tying up. We haven't quite killed the artillery, but we tied it up at least. It's not getting shots off. We need to take out that enemy lord. Let's do that right now. Focus him down. Still getting hit by that stupid artillery, man. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Enemy lord is fleeing. And the rest should be following here soon. So we took some damage on our front line, but we're actually holding up quite well, I think. Good. Let's get these guys back. Actually, no. We need to go forward. So they can't shoot. You guys up. You guys are not quite in range. Let's get our archers up a little higher. We should be good. Yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm going to edit this. So we went from a Pyrrhic victory to a close victory. Nobody's really that low. We will need to heal though, because that is definitely some casualties. Yeah, it looks like it says they'll survive, but I think they actually get sunk.